Hi, my name is Ted, and I'm a certified Bonnie Pruden myotherapist. And a few years ago, I got the designation of Master Myotherapist. When I first got to the first town that I ever worked in, I had no problem fixing other people's pain. No matter what it was, muscular pain, I had been trained to get rid of it. However, there was no one around to work on me when I got pain. And I was into a lot of different activities. In fact, I got into Bonnie Pruden myotherapy because I wanted to be able to keep myself pain-free no matter what I did. So I play a lot of tennis. At the time I did a lot of martial arts. I was climbing, I was running rivers. I was doing a lot of things which you could get little nicks and glitches. So I needed something that would work, that would apply the principles of Bonnie Pruden myotherapy, but you do it in such a way that I could do it to myself. It's something I call self-myotherapy. The techniques are basically the same, but they differ a little bit in how you apply them when you're doing things for yourself. So what I came up with was a pain stick. And the pain stick is simply a strip of oak which goes from the top of your head down to the tip of your toe. And there's another version where I simply take this half and move it down to here, and this is generally effective for everything you might have going on between your neck, including your head, clear down to the crease of the buttocks, which gets all your back pain and so forth. Plus, you can also use this lower part to get your legs, but I've developed something else called Pain Stick Junior, which travels around with you in a suitcase, not necessarily mounted to the wall, and that will help get rid of other pain. Now, one of the nice things about the pain stick is that you only have to relax and lean into it. So many items that are made to help with people's muscle pain are things you have to push into yourself or pull into yourself, or you get a tennis ball and you roll up and down a wall with it, or get on the floor and wiggle around and you get this thing and you hit the muscles with it and it helps. But this is extremely effective for pinpoint attention to whatever area needs it. So if I was interested in neck pain or shoulder pain and so forth, I might start right here, right at the nuchal line. If you got a headache, this is a good place to start. You simply find that place that hurts on that muscle and you hold it for 7 to 10 seconds. And then you do something to make the muscle move. And you can either move it away from the pressure, and sometimes you can just move while you're still applying the pressure. And it's very effective in getting that spot. I have had to develop a pattern to make this thing useful, so if I start here, I will work from the spine outward, and I'll work this next spot and feel along till I find another spot that might need a little pressure, and then another spot, and pretty soon you run out of spots. So it's time to lower the knob and do everything that now comes in contact. Again, you start at the spine, you just work your way outward. You can do the tops of your shoulders from here, just come up under it. You're getting into the muscles along the top of the shoulder. You can get into trapezius by just leaning slightly forward. And this motion that you're using of bouncing it down your legs is good exercise for you at the same time. If I have back pain, I might move it down to, say, here, to start at the lower edge of my shoulder blades and do the rhomboids, which are these muscles between the scapula and the spine. I just bump my way outward. Anytime I find something, I hold it, and then I do something to make that muscle move. Then I go to the next point. So in a short period of time, if I was working my way up from that point to get to shoulder pain, I just keep doing the same thing. Start at the spine, work your way around. Get everything that's there, come back, do it again. In this way, you will take care of not only the pain that is immediate upon when you press on it, but also the pain that is called referred pain. Referred pain is where you have a muscle that's tight in one place, but the action of the pull it puts on hurts in another place. Example is a hair in your head. You pull the hair from up here, but it hurts down here. Referral is very similar. Now, what is it you're trying to do? You're putting pressure on muscles. Muscle fibers are supposed to contract, relax, contract, relax. And that way they're doing their job. However, they go into spasm and they go like this. And now they're all twisted and they can't contract, so you lose strength. They can't relax, so you lose range of motion in the opposite direction. By putting pressure on that trigger point or on that tight area, suddenly these fibers loosen up. The action when they do that is a hyperemia. And basically it breaks up adhesions and circulation can return to that area and give nutrition, new blood, new oxygen, and at the same time it cleans out the old debris that's in there. Now what keeps the thing, what makes it work is what Bonnie Pruden adds to body work, and that is exercise. If you do nothing to this spasm after you've treated it and you've pressed on it and it's all loose, but if you do nothing, it goes back to this, and it likes it because it doesn't have to do anything. Okay, but to get it to work, you got to keep it moving. So within an hour's period of time, you want to do an exercise that takes these muscles to a full range of motion. You do that every hour for a few hours, and pretty soon these muscle fibers relearn to do what it is they're supposed to do. So that's what makes it work. So as I say, you can press onto this anywhere. One of the most favorite pains I like to show how people can reduce is they get lower back pain. Now, a lot of times lower back pain comes from sitting over a typewriter or bending over to do something, and this muscle gets shortened because it's not been straightened in a while, so it just kind of shortens. And when you first stand up, oh, I got back pain back here. To get rid of that, you can do the psoas. You can do the abdominals, which are starting right in here. The psoas is a muscle that connects to the anterior, to the femur, and also to the anterior spine. It comes up through here like this, and to get that, you come right in beside that rectus abdominis muscle, which is your six-pack muscle, and you press and hold it, and then move slightly, and you'll find an area that hurts, if the area needs the attention, so you hold it. Then, rather than move the knob up, you can just move your foot back, which will drop that area of your stomach back down, and now you can get it from here, and from here, and from here, and you can get it all along the way that's tight. Once you've worked on the psoas muscle, which is a muscle that when it gets tight pulls you over, and you'll walk around like this, to do a stretch, you simply come back like this. That stretches this muscle out. So you can do that psoas, and in a couple of minutes you just be right on your way. This will work for any part of the body. If you've got lower back pain that's in here, then you might try working right down here in the glutes, or just above the sit bone or the ischial tuberosity. Take the tension out of these muscles. That will take tension out of the muscles that lead here to quadratus lumborum. And you can get rid of that lower back pain by working down here. And that's the referral I was talking about. So basically, that's all there is to it. And in developing the pain stick, I have found I have developed a lifetime insurance policy against muscle pain. That's it.
Love life, and life will love you back. Thank you, Ted. Do you have any contact information at all that you want to share? How to get a hold of you?
T-Morganl, T-M-O-R-G-A-N-L, at AOL.com. Write me and I will tell you anything you need to know about the pain stick, how to use it, where to get it, and so forth.
Do you have a phone number at all?
435-901-9237.
And could you say your whole name and spell it?
My name is Ted, T-E-D, last name Liese, L-I-E-S-E.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ted. That was very informative.
You're entirely welcome.
Okay, bye-bye now.